wants to play. Okay, well, here we are, good morning. This is the campsite at Sidi-Bibi. A nice place, not perfect for me because it's mainly set up for people in big touring camper vans. And cafe was shut, there's nowhere to buy food. But they did sell me some eggs and they gave me some bread for free this morning, which was very kind of them. I'm just going to pop down here and visit the beach. 17 degrees C this morning, which is not too bad. Managed to get the tent all dry before it was packed up. 9:30 in the morning, not an early start, but I haven't got too far to go up to Essaouira today. And of course, easy to forget that we're still on the fringes of the Sahara Desert until you see camels. Morning, camel. Oh, there's a whole herd of camels there. And there is the Atlantic Ocean. This is the point where the sands of southern Morocco and the western Sahara meet the sea. Not the most beautiful beach in the world with all this broken concrete lying about. But it marks the point where you can't go any further west in Morocco. These big waves coming in, these are surfers out there. A bit further north of here there's a very famous cove for surfing, and I'm hoping that I'll take a bit of a detour around and have a look at that as well. Anyway, let's get back on the bike. Coming out now onto the main road, the N1, and this left turn I'm about to do is significant because this is for the first time in a month I'm going to be heading in a northerly direction instead of a southerly direction. And we're heading north. Resort part of Agadir now. We're coming through. You can see on the sat nav that all the beaches are on my left. Come past lots of hotels and restaurants and things, and there's quite a nice bay on my left there. There you go. Told you. And the waves are coming in off the Atlantic, and there are some surfers down there. I can see them. This whole coast is a bit of a surfer's paradise, I think. So, next stop that way is, I don't know, Central America? Florida, maybe? Okay, that was a handy little stop for me. Little van there selling coffee and bananas. And this beach is packed full of surfers. You can rent surfboards. This group of bikers arrived there from Germany. It's interesting, touring Morocco for people from the EU isn't so hard. It's just one short ferry crossing for them. It's a bit like somebody from the UK touring France. It's just one ferry crossing and away you go. Haven't seen very many British bikers over here though. Maybe I've just been in different places to them. For British bikers it's at least 2 ferry crossings. At least 2 ferry crossings and several thousand miles of riding. So it's a bit more of a challenge. Well, these are some interesting switchbacks, and there are some amazing views over my shoulder, but I can't look at them because I need to have my eyes on the road. So I've just pulled off the main N1 road to give us a bit of a detour, and on Garmin this features a small back road, but it looks like perfect tarmac. Anyway, it's going to take me down to a beach where I'm hoping I can stop and eat my lunch. This little town ahead of me is a surfing resort. Every other hotel and restaurant has something to do with surfing in its name. Just pulled over and stopped at this street corner. An Australian surfer dude said, "Hey, this is the best place to get pastries. Good stuff." So he was not wrong. It's a good lunch. Oh, okay, well that was lunch. Now let's get back on the road and find Essaouira. This small road should loop round from here and back up to the N1. That's quite a view, isn't it? This is a stunning road. Wow. Not too near the edge now, Tigger. Look at that. Well, that little detour was fun, but we're now turning back onto the N1 main road to Essaouira. We'll be on this road for about an hour before we come back onto another little coast road, I think. Something like that. Nice to do these little detours from time to time. Do love a detour. Well, here we go, on to my second detour for the day. I just turned off the big N1 and onto this little road which should bring me into the bottom of Essaouira eventually. Temperatures crept up during the day. We're now up to 24, 25 degrees. It's feeling quite warm. I'm not complaining. Could be worse in either direction from 25. Well, this road's tarmac, not gravel, but it's quite a challenging road nonetheless because it's quite narrow. Vehicles coming the other way don't slow down. Got sand blowing across it. Got donkeys. And sudden twists and turns without any warning. So, I've got to take it easy. That's fine, I've got the rest of the day. That's an enormous beach. Well, it's another surfing haven. Camel rides on the beach, kite surfing, surf schools. Into Essaouira, another modern hotel resort, but there's an old Medina that's the bit that I'm interested in. All along the left here, this is a big beach, and we're just 4 minutes away from my hotel. Yeah, arrived. Parked right outside.
Well, this is a change in fortunes. Last night I was sleeping in my tent and the campsite charged me next to nothing. They gave me some eggs and some bread because the cafe was closed. Almost a free night. But tonight I'm here in this apartment. I'll show you Tigger. Parked outside. I'll get him covered up in his invisibility cloak shortly. I've got a living room, bedroom, I've got my own balcony and my own kitchen fully equipped. So this is a complete turnaround of fortunes. I don't know if you can see out of the window here. No, not quite, the other building's in the way, but the beach is just beyond these buildings. It's a huge beach and the ancient Medina is just 10 minutes walk away. The street in front of the next building is just full of restaurants, so that's easy for tonight. And it's hot. It's very hot. But anyway, I'm glad to be here. Well, good morning here in Essaouira in Morocco. I've just walked from my hotel down into the Medina. It's a very interesting place. The old Medina in Fez is quite narrow and constricted and feels a bit aggressive in places, with people aggressively selling you stuff and asking for money. But the Medina in Essaouira has got a much more kind of relaxed, hippie feel to it. Possibly the surfing community has had an influence here. Load of bottled gas going past. There's no piped natural gas here like we're used to in the UK, so everybody survives on bottled gas for cooking and heating. Well, quite by chance, I've met up with Hans-Jörg and Therese again. And we've just had a cup of coffee. They're staying in a hotel right in the centre of the Medina. So that was quite nice. And today they're heading north up the coast. I'm heading north up the coast tomorrow, but I don't think our paths are going to cross again. They're then going to head north into Portugal, I think, whereas I'm going north into Spain and France. Nice to catch up with them again.
Ja.
Stepped out of the marina to show you the beach. This is literally a minute's walk from the centre of town. Heading back to my hotel. It's been quite an interesting experience walking around Essaouira. Now I've got to organise the next few days of the trip. I think I'm going to Casablanca. Not sure if I'm going anywhere else in Morocco before then getting back to Ceuta and looking for my ferry back across the Strait of Gibraltar to Spain. That's currently the plan. Let's see how it goes. Back to the hotel. Tigger's still here and looking fine. See if I can get myself in. Hello. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.